Hi! Today I'm showing you a new topic. We'll talk about adjective clauses. An adjective clause can be also called a relative clause. An adjective clause is a phrase that adds information to a sentence or modifies the noun. All relative clauses describe a noun and need certain requirements to start. The adjective clauses need three requirements. 1. It will contain a subject and verb. 2. It will begin with a relative pronoun or a relative adverb. And 3. It will function as an adjective. The adjective clause will follow one of these two patterns: relative pronoun or adverb plus subject plus verb, or relative pronoun as subject plus verb. But how do I know which one are the relative pronouns and the adverbs? Well, let me tell you the relative pronouns. These are who, whom, whose, that, and which. When we refer to someone or somebody, we use who and whom, or we can even use that. But when we will refer to things, we use that and which. Then we have the relative adverbs. These are when, where, and why. When describes times, where describes places, and why describes reasons or purpose. But why do we have to use them? Well, you can use them to make your sentences in English sound more fluent and natural, like having a casual conversation. Here we have some examples. Yesterday I met a man who works in the circus. I bought a cell phone that has internet access. Now let's see their structure. Example number 1. Whose big brown eyes pleaded for another cookie. Whose is a relative pronoun. Eyes is the subject and pleaded is the verb. 2. That bounced across the kitchen floor. That is a relative pronoun, function as a verb, and bounce is the verb. But do we always have to use relative clauses in a sentence? Are they obligatory? Hey, I'm glad you asked that. See, there are defining and not defining relative clauses. The not defining relative clauses add extra information to the sentence, and the defining relative clauses add essential information to the sentence. You can see if a relative clause is defining or not defining by removing it from the sentence. Here we have some examples. My brother who lives in California is an engineer. If you remove who lives in California, the sentence still has the same meaning. My brother is an engineer. The relative clause who lives in California is extra. If you remove a non-defining relative clause, the sentence still has the same meaning. But on the other hand, if you remove a defining relative clause, the sentence has a different meaning or is incomplete. And remember to always use a comma before and after not defining relative clauses. Also, the relative pronoun can be the object of a preposition. I'll introduce you to the man who I share a flat with. I and him are the object of preposition. So this was all for adjective clauses. Yay! Hope you enjoyed it. Bye!
Created using Powtoon.